Hey folks, video 8 out of 90. And if you haven't been watching these videos, I'm basically just doing a 90-day challenge, doing a video every day, 7 days a week on a topic that I want to learn more deeply. And I'm just using what's called the Feynman method to look at the source material, try and understand it as best I can, and then talk about it or teach it in as simple a way as possible, fundamentally, so I understand it better. And hopefully by me doing this, some other people that might watch these videos might get some value out of it. So one of the things that I'm endeavouring to learn more about and implement in Black Belt for our members is ideas on why people learn things, understand things, implement them, get value from them, but don't consistently keep doing them. So everybody knows, or everybody experiences, that there is something that you know you should be doing, but you don't do it. When you've done it in the past, it's given you value, but it just doesn't seem to stick long term. And having a look into Robert Greene's book called Mastery, one of the things he talks about is the 3 levels toward mastery, being the 3rd level. But the first level he talks about is the apprenticeship, being an apprentice. And what that fundamentally is or means is that at that first level of learning, when you're just gathering information, gathering the data, you need to have a master or a mentor that is offering you the information. And in the beginning, it's quite fascinating and quite inspiring when you're getting this information and you're thinking, here I am now, if I get this information and I implement it, it's going to take me to where I want to go. The trouble is that after a little while, it starts to become a little challenging. So there are some things that when you're implementing, for instance, in Black Belt, we teach a thing called a personal success ritual. I've spoken about it in a previous video. And it is profound in its effect on a person's day, the effectiveness of it, the enjoyability of it, helping them make better decisions, helping them feel like they're in more control, helping them prioritize better. So at the end of the day, the most important things have been done. And then the compounding effect of that doing day after week after month is pretty amazing. But people fall off the wagon. And so at this point, they are going through the apprenticeship process. And what happens is it starts to get a little bit difficult. Some parts of it are quite challenging. So people begin to modify the information, the process that they've been given, so it suits them better, so it makes it a little easier. And in Robert Greene's book, he's basically saying that is a massive error. What you need to do when you're at the apprenticeship level is that you need to just do exactly what you're told, when you're told, how you're told, and don't question it. The second level, which I'm going to talk about in another video, is called the creative active level, where you do actually start to get a bit sexy with it and you do start to modify it and improve it, but you must do the apprenticeship stage first, where you fully understand the principles. I'll keep walking. Fully understand the principles, and you have developed the habit of following the steps as per directed. And it's a pretty tough place to be. It's a pretty tough level to adhere to, because you want to improve and you want to make things better, and we just have a natural desire to make things easier. But when we try to make things easier too early, the effectiveness disappears from the process. So it's really important to look at what are the systems that you've purchased to make your business better. What's perhaps some previous coaching you've done in the hope to improve your business? What are some habits that you've been taught in the past that when you were being taught, you were really inspired and hopeful that this was going to make a difference? But here we are down the track and you're not getting the value out of the system, out of the coaching, out of the habit that you'd previously tried to establish that you would have hoped. And all I'm suggesting in this video is you go back to the start, go right back to the start and look at all of the nuances and all of the detail in what you've been taught, and then go back to that apprenticeship mindset and just follow what you've been taught, how you've been taught to do it, and just make that commitment until you really deeply understand the reason why each of these parts of the process that you've been taught are in existence, and I guarantee it'll make a big difference. So if you've been watching these videos and the content matter, the subject matter resonates with you, I'd love to have a chat with you. So reach out to me through LinkedIn, putting together just a small group. It could be called a mastermind of people who this really makes sense to, because there's nothing better than being in a community of people that really want to support each other and challenge each other to expand their thinking and get a deeper knowledge of things that can really make a difference. And we do that best by teaching others. So that's what I'm attempting to do through these videos. So if it's making sense, please reach out through LinkedIn, send me a message. Let's jump on Zoom, have a chat, see where it takes us. See you in the next video. Bye for now.